Alright. I'm doing this one take, no script. So, I have finished the Dawntrail MSQ. And I have some thoughts. Now, aside from some... This is a no spoilers video, by the way. So, aside from some plot holes that I didn't really... That just kind of left me asking more questions than, like, answers I received. I'm trying not to dive into spoiler territory. I think, overall, in the second half of the Dawntrail MSQ, the story vastly improves in both its delivery, its pacing, and just the narrative it's trying to tell. It brings it back to focus more on the story we've been telling, like being... Damn, I'm really trying not to dive into spoilers here. Okay, so the story we've been told for the past 2 expansions, that story we've been focusing on, comes more into view in the second half of the Dawntrail story. And I think that's, for me, as a lorehead, that's when it really starts to pick up. And aside from a couple of moments that I just really didn't like, and a couple glaring questions that you just don't get answers to, which hopefully will change with the patch content, I think it was very good. From a story perspective entirely, it gets a lot better. There's still definitely some holes, but it's good. As far as the dungeons and the trials are concerned, phenomenal. Trial 2 and 3 blow Trial 1 out of the water. It's not even a contest. It's not close. I really, really, really liked Trial 2. Trial 3, pretty good. The Post-MSQ dungeons, some of the best we've ever had. The content is fun, it's engaging, and there are new boss mechanics that are showing that they are not afraid to take risks and try new things. I really, really enjoyed these dungeons. What can I say other than that, really? Oh, I guess a follow-up to my Wooklamat video. Shout out to Pyromancer for reacting to my video. She has grown on me. I definitely am not in the camp of I will protect her, she's my precious baby, and I must protect her smile. But man, I was definitely quick to judge on her character. Watching her actually grow and recontextualizing the story as I played it over in my head, I think that I made some comments that were a little hasty in my last video, such as calling her an entitled princess. Really, that's the only... I think I only said that because I was upset about her. To me, like, all aristocracy is entitled, but as a character, if I'm just talking about her as a character, Wooklamat, it's true. She goes in thinking that she's perfect to lead her people, and she knows exactly what's the best for them, and through the MSQ, she finds out she doesn't know as much as she thought she did, and it's a learning and growing experience with her throughout the entire story. And towards the end, zones 5 and 6, you really see her come into her own as a leader. I still don't really mesh well with her personality overall, but as a character who I'm forced to sit back and watch and be a part of their story, she's grown on me. She has not only proven that she has what it takes to be a compassionate and empathetic leader, but she also has proven that she's not afraid to do what it takes to defend her people, even if it means something that will hurt her or her family. I have to say, I am impressed with her as a character and her character growth. And again, if my first video didn't make it clear enough, we stand Senna Breyer here. She did a fine job. Transphobes can go eat a dick. I find myself in Dawntrail's postmortem as content and eager to see where the story goes. It's kind of hard to make like a really detailed video about it without spoilers, because there are a lot of characters and a lot of questions that I feel like really didn't get answered in the main story. But that's kind of how things are with Final Fantasy sometimes, right? You end up with a bunch of cliffhangers and have to wait for patch content. And that's okay. It's just, if I find myself craving more at the end of an MSQ, I think that it's good, right? It's good. That means they did a good job. I still think the writing is rough in a few spots, and there are still some things that happened in the story that don't make any fucking sense at all. But I am cautiously optimistic for what the future holds. I think that I still, at this time, am of the opinion that this is still the roughest story since Stormblood. But even Stormblood had a lot of great characters and a lot of great story beats. I mean, Yotsuyu's story is one of my favorites in all of Final Fantasy. I love Gosetsu, I love Yugiri. Hien's kind of mid, but I know my take with Lise is divisive. I personally don't find Woklamat to be Lise 2.0. I find Woklamat to be worse than Lise. Like, Lise suffers from the issue of I had no idea who she was, basically. Because, you know, she wasn't Ida. So I still have some of the same issues in that towards the end of the MSQ, I finally got like my character moment, right? Like, you bust out the Asm crystal and you do the whole trial thing. You know, we've all seen that before. You bust that out, and at the end of that, it's not me that saves the day. It's not the Warrior of Light that saves the day. It's Woklamat. And I know that's meant to be like a big character moment for her, like a big hero moment, and endear you to her, but for me, it felt like I had been waiting for so long to have my moment in the story that when I finally felt like I was about to have it, I got it taken away. And the way that it happens in the trial is just, ugh. Is big Deus Ex Machina energy. but you know what? That trial was still like fucking awesome. That trial was a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys are still having fun with Dawntrail, and I would love to know your deeper thoughts. This is probably going to be a shorter video because, again, it's really hard to make a video with no spoilers. But I'm looking forward to more. And I guess probably in about a week, I have a full, like, written Dawntrail postmortem that does have spoilers that I'll probably be posting. But for now, since a lot of people are still journeying through the MSQ, I have decided to just make a short, spoiler-free video. So TLDR, story gets a lot better, and Woklamat gets a lot more enjoyable. Still not in love with her, but she's alright. She can stick around for now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Mwah.